I think I saw you here. Thank you very much. Then we also have the director of TVET, that is Mr. Maurice Willie. Wherever you are, please wave on behalf of the members of the university who belong to the TVET. Thank you. Then we also have the Director of Research and Extension, Dr. Evans Ouma. Please just step forward and wave on behalf of the Directorate. Thank you very much. We also have the Director of ODEL, Open and Distance Learning, Professor Wilson Otenga. Wherever you are, Professor, yes, thank you very much. And I take cognizance of the other leaders of the schools and the departments. We may not only have time to introduce all of you, but please feel appreciated. Amongst us, we have also received several guests from different institutions whom I would like to recognize, although I know they will also have some special time to be able to engage with us at different points of engagement. With us, we have Mr. Maxwell Mudavadi, who is in charge of the University Fund, representing the University Fund. Please wave. Let's wave back, colleagues and students. Thank you very much. We also have Mr. Alphonse Munyao, who is coming to us from the UNEP, of the African Union Environmental Process Youth Engagement, and that is our alumni from the School of Arts, from the School of Agriculture, Engineering and Environmental Studies. Wherever you are, Mr. Munyao, please wave so that we can wave back. Please, let's wave back in appreciation. That is one of our alumnus. We also have Mr. Willis Amach, who is the branch manager of Equity Bank Awendo. And Equity is our very strong partner as an institution. Mr. Willis, please be upstanding and wave so that we can welcome you. Thank you very much. Let's wave back. With us also, we have several other guests, which I will just mention. If you hear your name, please just stand and wave so that we can welcome you officially. We have Mr. Brinin Maloba, together with his team, Mr. Onassis Ndegwa, Clarice Wananyanga, and Hilda Kingatua, all from Old Mutual. So wherever you are, that team, please be upstanding and wave. Thank you very much. We welcome you to Rongo University. Ladies and gentlemen, I have mentioned a number of names. If you have not heard your name, we have Mr. Teddy Evans of the Media Council of Kenya. Please be upstanding. Thank you very much. We appreciate your presence, and thank you for coming to join us in this special function. We also have Madam Percy Lemtukei of Savannah Circuit. Please just be upstanding and wave. Let's wave back in appreciation. Thank you. We appreciate you. We also have Mr. Frederick Kibet of the Education Collaborative. Wherever you are, please be upstanding so that we can also welcome you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kibet. Please feel welcome. We also have ministers, Madam Kingatua Hildal of Old Mutual and Faulu Bank. Wherever you are, madam, thank you very much. Please, let's wave back, colleagues. Thank you, thank you. We'll continue to welcome our guests as they come, and also allow me to mention that we have our chief guests with us, Mr. Paul Njogu. Mr. Paul Njogu is the principal of Bukura Agricultural College and is representing the permanent secretary of the State Department for Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture. Mr. Njogu, please just wave. Thank you very much. Let's wave in appreciation. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to take this special time to invite the chair of the Career Fair Planning Committee, and that is Dr. Lamek Rono, who is also the Dean of the School of Information, Communication, and Media Studies, to make his opening remarks. Thank you very much. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome Dr. Rono. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, MC. Our chief guest, representative of PS State Department of Agriculture, Principal Paul Njogu, Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, our distinguished guests, our alumni, senators, colleagues, students, and other invited guests, good morning. Good morning. My name is Dr. Lamek Rono. I'm the chair of Rongo University Career Fair. This morning, I'm privileged and honored to stand before you. Our theme for this maiden Expo and Career Fair, as you can see in the banner there, is empowering career fairs in a tech-driven world. Being here today, our chief guest, as I told you, this is our maiden Expo in Rongo University, demonstrates that the university management is committed in closing the gap that exists between the industry and academia. And today we are here to expose our students to soft skills, to expose our students to network, where they'll be able to interact with the employers, our partners, and other stakeholders. So this morning, we are joined, as the MC say, we are joined by a number of stakeholders, partners, and those who are collaborating with us. They have sponsored this event in one way or another. Allow me to recognize in this order. First, allow me to recognize a very important body that made this event to be a success today, Education Collaborative. Education Collaborative, we have two representatives, Mr. Karoli Kalukanyi, who is with us today, all the way from Kepler, Rwanda. Thank you so much, Karoli. We have the representative from Nairobi office, Mr. Frederick Kibet. Frederick Kibet, you may stand and wave. Thank you so much. As we have been told also, we have Old Mutual. Our chief guest, Vice Chancellor, Old Mutual, were able to go ahead and even sponsor some snacks to all our students today. And if you don't mind, let me recognize the head of the Old Mutual. Yes, by that's there. Thank you so much. We really thank you. We have the manager and the team from Equity Bank, Migori. We have also University Fund. We have DAD. DAD, our chief guest today, they have not only sponsored some part of this event, but also today at 11 a.m. they'll be going live with a parallel event on targeted especially for our postgraduate students. So it will be managed from Germany and Nairobi office, and that session will begin at 11 a.m. online for our postgraduate students. We also have Faulu, Kenya, and we also have AAR, Kenya. We also have COOPS, and COOPS, we are privileged this morning to be joined by one of our own, Director Dr. John Olwoj. Karibu sana, Director. We have Media Council of Kenya and other guests. On behalf of alumni, I need to make some correction. The alumni is being led by Mr. Pasi, not Madam, but Mr. Pasi Lomtuke, our own, who is a graduate of PSC Informatics and now the CEO and founder of Savannah Technologies Circuit. And so you can hear that, students, we have reached cohort of stakeholders here and partners and employers that you are going to tap onto. Allow me also, chief guest, to recognize the team that made this event successful. I may want to call my team to come in front here. The committee, led by Steve Olo, Dr. Mbuji, Joel, Dr. Onditi, Dean of Students, Clap for them as they come. Being a student affair, we have Dean of Students. I'm going to usher him in a short while. He will introduce himself fully. Thank you so much. And then we have here, let me leave him to be the last person deliberately. We have Joel Nakitare is the university librarian. He is in charge of all this publicity that you are seeing. He is a very artistical fellow. Thank you so much. We have Dr. John Ambuji is in charge of events, making sure that where we are seated and all the logistics are in good place, and also an environmentalist. We have the president of the student council, Mr. Apija. Karibu sana, asante. He was able to give us students who are able to make sure that everything is in place, pro bono. We have Dr. Sharon Onditi, who is in charge of the case and making sure that where we are seated today, infrastructure is in order. And we have Dr. Nyangono in charge of entertainment and other related logistics. And I left Steve Olo here deliberately, chief guest. Steve Olo is a lecturer in my school where I'm the dean. But now, you know, it takes an effort of one person for this event to happen. Steve Olo single-handedly took a step and wrote a proposal to Education Collaborative, and the university, through the Office of the Vice Chancellor, was able to secure up to USD 10,000 to this event. And that's why we thank the representative from Rwanda, Kepler, and Mr. Kibet. So a clap for Steve and the entire team, so they can go back. Thank you so much. To our students, this is the time for you to seize that opportunity. Make sure that as you go out in the afternoon to interact with our employers, our partners, be inquisitive. Make sure that you ask questions, you ask for advice, because you never know. This could be one of the milestones for you in your career journey. So don't take it for granted. Now that the university management has organized for us, make sure that we seize it, and we are looking forward to make this a tradition of our university going forward, so that next time we have even more employers coming in across all schools, across all disciplines. As you can see, the case, the caliber of case, the management also, it demonstrates the kind of commitment they have for you in nurturing tomorrow's leaders and innovators. So without much ado, because the day is not mine, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Dean of Students to take the program from there, Mr. Penasuko.
Chief guest of the day, representative of the state PS State Department for Agriculture, Vice Chancellor, Rongo University, Professor Samuel Gudu, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Professor Michael Ntabo, DVC Academic and Student Affairs, Professor Tarus, DVC Administration Planning, Finance, distinguished invited guests and partners, members of the University Senate, student leaders, and students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning once again. On behalf of the Student Welfare Support System, we are glad to have this function held for the very first time in Rongo University. And Vice Chancellor, we are so glad and grateful, in particular from the Student Welfare Support. Would like to recognize the immense support of the Education Collaborative from Ashesi University in Ghana, and would like to report that a part of this initiative was the support obtained through Education Collaborative, a network of universities in Africa, trying to identify unique activities and opportunities to empower students. And so I would like to report that we are receiving the students in this academic year, beginning their first year of study, and those who are continuing as students of Rongo University, that the university has initiated an important event which we will kindly request that on an annual basis we have such a forum where students are able to interact with the industry partners. More importantly, I would like to encourage the students during these 2 days to take time and walk, especially the designated places for all these partners, industry players. And as you go on with your life in the university, we want to know that there is the important life of the scholar beyond the classroom. And the scholar is now required to be more productive, to be more creative, to create wealth, and to build this nation. And I'm glad that we have the financial gurus or networks here, Old Mutual, on investment. And I hope if you will visit their corners, they'll tell you about long-term investment. We are young, below 30 years. We have Equity Bank, I see Ajira, which is jobs online, which is the future. Faulu Bank is here, and other industry players. We are glad and we thank all of you. At this particular time, it's not our day, but we just want to thank our partners and want to request them that to know that Rongo University has a lot more in terms of innovation from students, in terms of availability of students, in terms of personal discipline and commitment of Rongo University students. We request them at another time, if the VC invites them, they should come and join us. With those few remarks, kindly allow me to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic and Student Affairs, Professor Michael Ntabo, to come and make his remarks and guide us in the next of the program. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dean of Students. I think mine will be very short because it's not our day. First and foremost is to recognize our guest of honor, the VC, my colleague Deputy, FP, the other guests, faculty members, our students, and all those who are part of this day. You know, every other day is not just met. We always give glory that we find ourselves in this day. So as we always say, this is a day which is so important, particularly for the first years. You just came last week and you are still coming, and you can imagine the way you have been welcomed. Therefore, this gives me an opportunity to appreciate what a choir said. Rongo University is a place of choice. And without saying so much, you are going to interact with these different important persons. You know, everybody says, look for an opportunity. The opportunity has been availed to you the first time you are joining the university, and for our continuing students, it's still an opportunity. So I repeat what the Dean of Students said, where all these our important friends from the industry will be, grab that opportunity and be there. So I want to appreciate the chair of this very important function today, the faculty members, and all Rongo University fraternity for being around here, given the so many activities that we have. And on behalf of the VC, we really appreciate for our visitors. My old colleague, Dr. Uruach, when I saw him, I was like, at least I know him. And we are humbled. And I think for me, I don't want to hide. Charity begins where you sit. I think I've communicated. So think through it and actualize it in terms of the obvious. It's not by chance that you are seated where you are. And it's not a chance that where you are seated is what makes us to be fruitful in terms of the dynamics you understand. So for me, I already want to ask you a very obvious open question, which you have an answer to your mathematics. So without much ado, I want to invite my colleague, Professor Tarus, to say one word, and the rest will be for the day.
Our chief guest, Mr. Paul Jogu, who is the principal of Bukura Agricultural College, our vice chancellor, all our invited guests, university fraternity, our students, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I've been told to say one word, and mine is basically to say we appreciate this particular occasion. I want to thank the organizers led by Dr. Rongo. I want to thank the sponsors who have made this day a success. It's a very rare day for me. I once read a book by a man called Markoman, and he said that there are things that you may not be taught in a setup like a university. And that book says, what is not taught at Harvard Business School is what is going to be done today. And I'm sure everyone, especially the students, I am sure everyone has a book or a notebook and a pen, because there is so much that will be discussed, there is so much that will be talked about today that will not be communicated or that will not be taught in class. And those are the secrets that makes you succeed in the marketplace. Because after Rongo, you will go into the marketplace. So my advice today, and I want to thank the team that has come to facilitate these students achieve the objective of this day. Today, we are trying to empower you people in tech-driven world, and that is where we are. So I want to thank the team who have come here today. Please tell us everything that you have in the industry that we may not have communicated to our students in class. Students, please take notes. Today and tomorrow is equal to our whole 42 unit course. For me, it is the most important part of your career. So I want to thank you very much for coming. Take it so seriously, because you might not get another session like this coming easily. So without much ado, I want to take this moment to invite our Vice Chancellor to take us from here. Please join me in welcoming the Vice Chancellor with a round of applause, please. Vice Chancellor, you're most welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rongo University Fraternity.
Good morning.
Allow me to thank my colleague, Professor Daniel Tarus, Professor Michael Ntabo, and our finance officer, Dr. Janet Chumba, and members of management, Professor Joseph Aguyo and Dr. Jane Kembo. The members of management who are here, please stand so that we can wave to you. Can we wave to them? Thank you so much. Chief guest for today, representing the PS State Department of Agriculture, Bwana Paul Njogu, who is also the principal of Bukura Institute of Agriculture. We salute you. May I take this opportunity to salute also the entire team from Old Mutual, led by Bwana Onassis Ndegwa. Thank you so much. We salute you. May I also take this opportunity to salute Bwana Willis of Equity Migori. Willis, thank you so much. You've been a good friend all the time. Thank you so much. May I also take this opportunity to salute our long-term friend, Frederick Kibet, who is leading the East Africa Education Collaborative. Bwana Kibet, we salute you with your team. May I also take this opportunity to salute the guests. I've seen CUPS, Kenya University Colleges, the one who admits all the students, Journal Watch. May we salute Journal Watch once again, not only as a person from CUPS, but also as an employee of Rongo University who is now working there. And when the time is ripe, John will come back. John, we salute you. May I also take this opportunity to recognize the special presence of our alumni. And I just want them to take just 1 minute of my time to come and say hi, because Bwana Pasi Lemtukei, please join. Let you be joined by Bwana Munyao. Please come forward. These are alumni of Rongo University who are now holding important positions in this country. Please clap for them. Bwana Pasi, please say something to the students whom you left here and also the new ones, so that you can guide us on which way to go as we train the students. Please.
Thank you, Professor, for the opportunity. The chief guests, the school management, the deans, and my fellow former students receive greetings from all alumni who are not able to be here. But I promise there are very important people out there, and I would like to have to be part of this process. I am Pasil M2K, a pioneer student. I joined in 2012, first cohort from the then JAB, government posted students. I am a special student because through the works of the professor and Dr. John Olwach, the university sponsored my education and made me the person I am today. I am the co-founder and CEO of a company called Savannah Circuit Technologies, a company that has over 50 employees. We are centered in Nairobi. We are a manufacturing company in clean energy and technology. We are also present in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. We are in Tanzania. We are in Rwanda. We are in Uganda and Tanzania just a few months ago. I am a testimony that whatever happens in Rongo University is approved and certified. It's been just 8 years, and I want to believe it's through the knowledge that I gathered here that I'm able to be the person I am. The personal touch gives you what UON and any other institution will not give you. So for the first years, you should be celebrating. You are the chosen ones by default. Thank you.
Yes, Bwana Munyao, please.
Thank you so much, Professor Gudu, and it feels really good to be back wearing different hats. I was here, I first stepped here actually 11 years ago. I was in the second batch to be admitted in this university, and one thing that I have to say, when I came first year, I was filled with a lot of ambition, a lot of curiosity, but yes, a lot of uncertainty as well. But I can say from the mentorship, from the guidance that we got from this place, I'm very glad that today I've worked and interacted with leading environmental institutions locally, regionally, and actually globally. I've been leading youth engagement frameworks and policies to to the United Nations Environment Program, and actually lately African Union as well. So thank you so much. One thing that I have also to tell you, sorry Prof for stealing a lot of your time, but I feel like it's this right time to mention this as well, that here in universities it's important to focus on 4 things. 1, academic excellence. 2, extracurricular activities. 3, personal development. And 4, networking. That I think has worked for many of us and should also work to many of you. Thank you so much, and it's good to be back. Thank you so much, Professor Good.
Thank you, Bwana Munyao. And then now I call Bwana Rua, who was actually a student leader here. Please, say something.
Thank you very much, Prof. All protocol observed, and Prof, you need to be very careful for politicians. We can talk for a very long time, but it's okay. My name is Benedict Arwa. I was a student president here, 2016-2017. Now I am back as a lecturer at the University of Nairobi. Now, what I want to say is very brief, and it is this. Rongo University is a very powerful university out here. Nasi Chocha, because what we've seen is that there are a lot of competition out here, but our quality of education, the people, we go to the interviews and we do these interviews, and what I get from my fellow colleagues, they tell me that all, or rather most students from other university, they trust them. So I want just to give you an assurance that the university that you are in is a very important university. Just take whatever you are doing very seriously, and the future can never be brighter. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, may we clap for them? Please sit down. May I also take this opportunity to recognize a guest from University Fund Board. We understand that our students, especially the first year students, some of them may have a challenge of filling the form for the new university funding, which is student-centered funding, and we invited them to come and support our first year students to make sure they fill the forms right, as the government supports their education. Please, may we wave for them. I know they will get opportunity. Yeah, please, thank you so much for coming to help our students to fill the forms. We have the Media Council and also many others. But I also want to request Chief Guest, allow me just to also get 1 minute for our student leader, Victor Apicha. Victor, where are you? Is Victor Apicha around? Please. Victor is the student president now. You've seen Bwana Benedict Arua came back, now he's a lecturer in the University of Nairobi. Victor, you have got quite a big constituency. Please say something.
Thank you so much, Prof, Vice Chancellor. All protocol observed, our guests of honor, our students, my fellow students. How are you doing? Is it morning or good afternoon? Yeah, I want to take this opportunity to thank with a lot of greatness, without any regret, to the university for organizing such a very important event for us. We want to take this opportunity to welcome all the partners, all the people who have come to support us and to show us what we need, what we require out here in the job market. Feel welcome. As student body, we are very much ready to learn. We are very much ready to get more from you. Thank you very much, Professor Samuel, for this opportunity, and thank you so much for always being with us, the students of Rongo University, and for always supporting us. We'll talk more when time will be there. Thank you so much. We have more to do, and I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Prof.
Yeah, thank you so much, Victor. I will make a very, very brief statement, ladies and gentlemen. I know that we have been sponsored by several sponsors to be able to hold the first career fair of the university since we started in 2016 as a full-fledged university. I'm so grateful that we were sponsored by the East African Education Collaborative. We were sponsored by the Old Mutual, which is also a company that is handling important educational aspects and of investment. And they are also helping us also develop the Rongo University pension scheme. I also want to thank the German Academic Exchange, the DAD. You remember just a few, last month or so, the DAD sponsored for Rongo University a training for the university's leadership in the region, and it was held at Rongo University. So we have a friend in DAD. They have also sponsored today's event, and we are very grateful that in a short while they will be able to interact with us online. Ladies and gentlemen, for all the guests and for all the facilitators, the organizers of this function, members of university management, and the Rongo University fraternity, remembering the student body, I want to say I'm extremely grateful and honored for today to host this event. How did we start thinking about this event? After we joined the East African Collaborative, which is a forum for all universities, and Rongo University was made the chairman, the first chairman of the East African Universities Education Collaborative, we discussed and agreed as a university that we will be able to lead in training. Apart from the general degrees that we give, we also agreed and committed ourselves that we will be able to lead in terms of three things. One is leadership and governance. So the students that will be graduating from Rongo University will have got in-depth understanding of leadership and governance. We just don't want to produce academicians who go out there and do not understand how important that you will be leaving Rongo University as a leader. Wherever you will be working, do you understand the principles of governance? How will you be able to lead wherever you will be working in few years from now? How will you be able to lead whatever organization you will be in? And therefore, I think we made the right decision to join the East African Collaborative, and then made our commitment that we will be able to lead in terms of training our students on leadership and governance. The second thing we committed as a university was to look at employability of the students that come from Rongo University. We support our students. We support our students in terms of placements, job placements, and also we train our students to start right from the beginning while you are still here to understand the principles of employability, the soft skills that you require to enable you to compete, like what our colleague Benedict Arwa is saying, that our students do very well when they attend interview. And that is simply because we made a commitment to enhance our students' soft skills so that you could be able to compete well when you reach an interview environment. And therefore, we wish you very best and take this opportunity to learn more and more of the soft skills, because that is what will give you the edge during interview. And finally, we also talked about entrepreneurship, so that the students who finish from Rongo University are not only employers, but employers par excellence. And you have seen what Mr. Percy is saying today, Lem2K. He's saying he left here and has now a company which is employing very many people, and also a company which has gone beyond Kenya and is now in Africa. And therefore, the three things that we said, we are committed as a university to give our students a degree, but also to enhance their capacity to lead and govern, enhance their capacity in entrepreneurship, and you have seen what Mr. Lem2K is doing. And we also talked about employability and the soft skills that Mr. Arua, now a lecturer in the University of Nairobi, has given. Ladies and gentlemen, we have brought in the employers of our graduate students. We have brought opportunity for our students to interact with the various employers. We thank Old Mutual, we thank Faulu, we thank Ajira, and many more employers that have come here today. We have got a gentleman from Teacher Service Commission. Please thank you so much. Please wave for him. He is representing the Teacher Service Commission, which is a major employer in this country. He has also come in to share with us the experiences of how you can join to work with the Teacher Service Commission. At Rongo University, we wish all our students the very best. In terms of training, we give you the degree plus all the 3 important attributes that a graduate student should have. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I want to stop there and request that we take advantage of this opportunity given to us by our sponsors so that you benefit, especially for the first years. Please pick it up. 4 years is a very short time, and sooner than soon, you will be out there looking for a job. And let me hear from my great colleague. Yes, I'm calling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I know we have got all our guests, and I want to call Dr. Odero to come and welcome our guests and invite them also to say something. May God bless you all. May God bless Rongo University.
Thank you very much, Prof. A round of applause for the Vice Chancellor, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize the presence of a number of guests who've joined us this morning for this wonderful occasion. We have with us here Egra Masese from Kasneb. Wherever you are, you can just wave. Thank you. We also have with us Mr. Julius Aguta, who is the Sub-County Quality Assurance and Standards Officer of Rongo Sub-County. Mr. Julius, please. Thank you very much. And as was mentioned, we also have with us one of our own, Dr. John Olowoch, who is a director with COOPS. Dr. Olowoch, please just move. We are going to welcome you to make a comment at some point. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, because of the pressure of time, I want to mention that we are going to call a number of dignitaries to make brief comments, just like we've had before, and they will be coming in batches of 3 in the following order. We will have a comment from the leader of the Old Mutual. There is a big team with whom we are going to engage at some point, and we will welcome Mr. Onassis Ndegwa. Please just step forward. Then we will also get a brief comment from Madam Egra Masese of Kasneb, and then after that we'll get a comment from Mr. Teddy Evans of the Media Council of Kenya. I request that we stick to just about 2 minutes each so that we make very brief comments. After the 3, I will then call upon some other 3 to make their comments. So, Mr. Ndegwa, please step forward.
Thank you very much, Bwana MC, Chief Guest and Vice Chancellor of Rongo University, other guests present, and students. Good morning. Good morning once again. Kwani bei ya salamu imeenda juu. Habari yenu? I'll talk just briefly about Old Mutual. So my name is Onassis Ndegwa. I work under a subsidiary of Old Mutual called Old Mutual Investment Group. And as we were having a discussion with the VC earlier, he asked us how old we are, to even use the name Old Mutual in our name. So Old Mutual was founded in 1845 in South Africa. We've been around for 179 years. As a brand, we engage in the business of insurance, investment management, and banking. So when you see Faulo here, is a subsidiary of Old Mutual. We are in over 13 countries worldwide, including China. In Africa, we are one of the largest insurance companies, employing more than 30,000 individuals and managing quite a lot of money drawn from premiums and also pension funds that we manage. So mine will be very brief, just to give you a history of Old Mutual. In Kenya, we've been around for more than 100 years. Some of you know that in the past we were called UAP Old Mutual, but we did acquire UAP and now the name is Old Mutual. So in Kenya, we run general insurance, life insurance, investments, and banking. I'd like to say that we are very happy to be here as Old Mutual. We're looking forward to having very good discussions with yourself. I know in the afternoon we'll be having breakout sessions. My colleagues from Old Mutual, I also like to recognize them, so I'll ask all of them from Old Mutual to be upstanding and wave to the team. So we came a big number, and you'll be having discussions with them later on. So just a few words to the students. As you study and as you progress your education, just know some of the skills you're acquiring now, you'll need them in the employment scene. First is to have a lot of courage in everything you do. Confidence is very important in the workspace. Also, intelligence. When you come to the workspace, I always encourage people to answer questions not asked, because that's how you become innovative. Also encourage you to identify problems, and not only identifying them, also finding solutions. In today's age, there are many problems, but the most important thing is to finding solutions for them. And I had one of the speakers talking about networking. Just remember, your network is your net worth. So it depends who you know that will transform you to the next level. So in the financial services industry, there are very many opportunities for you who are looking forward to join such institutions in banking, insurance, and investments. Some of these are like risk management, financial analysis. We have ICT, data analytics has become quite big, marketing, sales, finance. We're seeing people venturing to careers in artificial intelligence. There's things like blockchain, which we're still investigating. So I encourage you to at least study that, even though you're doing different degrees. Even if you're in agriculture, you can still get skills in data analytics, because in agriculture there is a lot of data that needs to be analyzed. And lastly, also build on your social profiles. Sometimes when you are doing background checks, we check on your social profiles, and particularly ensure you really improve the look and feel of your LinkedIn profile. So when you're looking for an employee, we're also looking at how they behave on the social scenes. Thank you very much, Bwana MC. I'll take it back to you. I hope I stuck to the 2 minutes. Thank you.
A round of applause for Mr. Ndegwa. Thank you very much. Madam, please step forward. Now we're going to listen to Madam Egra Masese of CASNEB.
Okay. Thank you to the chief guest, Vice Chancellor, and all protocols observed. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm honored to stand before you. My name is Egra, as you've heard. I'm from Kasneb. I know most of you may not have heard about Kasneb, and some may be familiar. We are also for 55 years. We are almost getting the old mutual. So very soon we are going to change to old Kasneb, probably as time goes by. We are internationally recognized. We are government, parastatal, governed by Treasury. And we are here to help you people at least make the right decision by not only concentrating on the academics that you have been called, but as Kasneb we come in as professionals. We offer professional exams. Thank you for the good partnership that we have with the Rongo University. This is an examination center, so wherever you are going to make a decision to choose to register with Kasneb, you are going to sit the exam here at Rongo University. So it's a plus for you students that at the end of the 4th year, we want you people to come out of this place with 2 or 3 certificates. As my colleague who has moved from here has said, as emphasized on data analytics and many other things that he has said. That's what we do give. And therefore, what we offer are short-term, we can call them short-term courses, because you can do concurrently, and the exams are done on holidays, April, August, and December. So hakuna you are going to crash. We have CPA, professional. We have introduced post-professional courses, of course, for those who have already done undergraduates who have degrees and above. Recently, we introduced a post-professional course for fraud, and another one for finance managers. It's a post-professional course. I'll give more details later. And for professionals, those students who have joined the universities, we have 5 professional courses. And if you've heard of CPA, Certified Public Accountants, for those who be interested in accounting, in auditing, and many other accounting areas, I think we'll have one-on-one time out there, and I'll expound on it. We've got certified secretaries, and let me first of all emphasize that these courses that Kasneb offers are not for specific school or business. Whether you are doing engineering, whether school or business, agriculture, medical, any other school or business, all our courses fit, and they are recognized internationally. You can sit for this exam from wherever you are, outside the country or within, and therefore there's no worry of you thinking like you are in a particular, you are teaching in education, you may not fit to do these professional exams. In order for you to be competitive, and since we are recognized by most of the employers, all our courses are very good, and most students end up doing all of them. One of them, as I said, is CPA. We have certified secretaries. We have a CICT course, a credit course called credit control. We have finance course. We also have introduced recently a quality course for those who want to do quality areas. And the last one that we have is a diploma, not only the last, but there's also a certificate course. Our fees is affordable. Since we are from the government, you will use as 20,000 to 30,000 to have cleared your course if you passed all the papers well. Because we conduct exams thrice a year, within 1 or 2 years you should have finished one of our course, and you can join another one. Whenever you finish, we give you the exemptions. You can check on our website how to register online through the portal, online.caslab.or.ke. You can do it with your phone, register with yourself, book, get the syllabus, sit for exam here without attending institutions for learning, because there's a library here. We also offer you learning materials, but you can also as well as join other training institutions within the county. I'm available. My office is in Kisii, Huduma Center. I'm in charge of Homa Bay, Migori, Kisii, Bomet, Nyamira, and Kericho. So if you really want to have more information with me because of the time, kindly see me. This is a very important session, and it's going to make you competitive. You are going to get out of this place with professional and academic qualifications, which will make you to compete with other children or students outside there. Thank you very much.
Oh, a round of applause for Madam Masese, please. Thank you very much. As we invite the speaker from the Media Council of Kenya, Mr. Teddy Evans, please step forward. I also want to mention that we already have, Mr. Evans, maybe you may want to listen to this. Some of our students from the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies, please just come, are already flying high. We have with us, and I want to recognize them, Mr. Roger Sotiso, who is already writing with the Standard newspapers, and Mr. Meshak Wafula, who is a freelance correspondent for the dailies also in Kenya. Each of these already have more than 50 articles that they've written. And we also have some other students whom I have not mentioned, who are already really in practice in our dailies, and these are people who I know will benefit from what you're just about to say and from the further engagements that we'll have after this session. Welcome.
Thank you. The chief guest, Mr. Paul Njogu, the host, Professor Samuel Gudu, all guests, I wish to bring greetings from the CEO, Media Council of Kenya, Mr. David Omoyo, who would have wished to join because he was officially invited, but due to other engagements, he is not able to be here. However, he says he will come bigger and better. What you do with that information is your own business. I wish to state a few things. That Rongo University has built a formidable brand over time. And in creating such a brand, it is all about the leadership. And therefore, I want to congratulate the Vice Chancellor for the good job that you are doing. But as we celebrate Rongo University for the good job they are doing, I wish to emphasize this to the students. This is your opportunity to build your personal brand. If you build a very strong personal brand, you will be good as the university is. And I wish to take this opportunity to also commend the students that have been mentioned here for the good job they are doing. And I am sure there are more. But there must be a reason as to why the two have been mentioned. Because they have done something different. And therefore, let me say that the council will award them for the fact that they have been publicly recognized in this forum. And that award is not a promise that will come 2 or 3 years to come. It will happen today during the session that we'll be having with the students. With those very many remarks, allow me to wish you the very best, and I look forward to engaging the students later in the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Mr. Teddy Evans, please. Our students, let's learn to appreciate our speakers because they are here for us. So let's appreciate them. A round of applause, please. Thank you. I want to invite the next three guests who are also going to make their remarks. I will invite Mr. Willis Amach of Equity Bank, and Mr. Amach will be followed by Madam Ruth Amoit of Ajira, and then finally by Maxwell Mudavadi of the University Fund. Welcome, Mr. Amach.
Thank you very much. To the chief guest and the host, the VC, Professor Samuel, the DVCs present, all the distinguished guests, the academic staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. As you've heard, my name is Willis. Willis is the branch manager for Equity Bank, Awendo branch in Migori County. In Migori County, we have 3 Equity Bank branches. So in this sub-county of Rongo, it's served from Awendo branch. So when my those who have said I am from Migori branch, they are still okay. So it is my honor on behalf of the bank to participate in this inaugural career fair and expo for the university.
We are partners of the university, and we consider our partnership very important. Somebody can help with this. Okay. So can I please? Yes. Do I continue now? Let me find out if it's okay. Maybe you can wait kidogo. Can you hear me from behind? Hello? I'm not very much gifted with the vocals. Okay. Let me wait. All money has been poured to finish me politically.
I can entertain you.
Thank you. That's why we have Gen Z. They come in on matters technology. So thank you. As I was saying that we are here, we are honored to be part of this inaugural career fair for the university. We consider Rongo University a very valuable partner for us as a bank and as a group. Because of time, allow me to be very brief. I'm always privileged to have a session with the young people to guide and advise them, because these are the future leaders, the future employers, as well as the future employees. So allow me to say, to advise the students, especially the first years and even the fourth years who are here with us. I left university in 2005, so I have about 19 years experience in the industry. So I've had experience in interviewing people, promoting, rewarding, demoting, and all that. You know, HR is about hiring and firing, but of course it's career development, personal development. So let me be brief. I want to share with you about 4 things that you need as a student or as a prospective employee. What do employers look for? when we have made our adverts and we're saying we need talent, what are we looking for? In the pool of many applicants, number one, employers are looking for solutions.
Check.
To stand out,
yes.
to stand apart, you need to be a solution provider, being solutions. Number two, then are you getting me? Hello, are you getting me? Hello?
What's going on, but let's see what I pick up from here.
Okay, thank you. So number two, what do employers look for in the individuals? Second, we need self-driven individuals. People who are proactive. In their own nature, they drive themselves. They don't need to be pushed. They don't want to work under a lot of supervision, maximum supervision. No, we want people who are self-driven. Number three, we need we need team players who bring positive energy to the teams. There's a lot of negativity around. For you to stand out, you need to have positive energy. Tutamaliza tu. We will finish this thing. It's okay. Number four, we want customer-centric individuals who are service-oriented. Customer-centric. It's all about customer service, service excellence. Now, as you leave the academia to join the world of employment, Equity is a choice employer. And of course, Equity is a group. We never talk about, when you look at our banner, you don't write there Equity Bank, because Equity is a group. We have insurance, we have investment, we have banking, we have education, we have health, all the fears that we could talk about. That's why it's an Equity group. So that your careers can be in any of those areas. So we have gone high-tech. For those who want to join Equity, you can always apply. We put our vacancies or our job openings in a portal, https://equitybank.aleo.net. That is the valid website where our jobs are advertised. And I think it's a big name, so many opportunists try to tapeli watu by advertising what is not there. If you want to confirm, please go to that https://equitybank.aleo.net. And I want to add this as I leave. My colleague has alluded to this. Young people, social media is the new CV. Be very deliberate on the kind of persona you're projecting to the world. Be very deliberate in your social media handles. LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and all the rest. Be very deliberate, because that's where the employers nowadays go to check what you really stand for as a person. Today, because there are a lot of activities happening, I'll not take much time. We have a tent. I have colleagues of mine in that tent. We can still engage after this. You're also welcome to open accounts and even Achievers account for the students. But for the campus cards, the student cards, we didn't want to mix up the today's function plus the issuance of campus cards. So on Monday, we will be here again with a tent. Mbele ya VC's office. Please, you're welcome. Thank you very much, and you're welcome to become members of Equity. Thank you again for the invite, Professor.
A round of applause for Mr. March, please. I think his session was the most interrupted, but he has demonstrated persistence and resilience, great virtues, even as we also mentor you as our students. I want to welcome the representative of Ajira, Madam Ruth Amoit, who is going to be represented by Mr. Sarkozy. Sarkozy, please step forward. Thank you.
Thank you sana daktari. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. To the Vice Chancellor, Professor Samuel Gudu, and the entire university management that hosts the inaugural career fair, Rongo University. Students population, my name is Nicholas Sarkozy, as it has been mentioned. I want to speak on behalf of my boss, that is Madam Ruth Amoit, representing the Ajira Digital Program, which is a government program by the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy. To this young generation, most of you, I know you've heard about the Ajira Digital Program. It's only that maybe you've not just interacted with the program. That is the reason why we are here. So I want to thank the university management in a very special way. Rongo University has been our strongest collaborator in this region, that is Southern Nyanza. Our engagement with Rongo University has been top-notch, and it is highly commendable. Whenever you see our website, Ajira Digital Program, even the publications within the Ministry of ICT as Ajira Digital is concerned, Rongo University will always appear. That is a very commendable job. Thank you, Professor, and the entire management. When you talk about Ajira Digital Program, our aim is to reach out to the younger generation. We call it the young people. We are trying to empower them to the gig economy. So when I talk about gig economy, what am I talking about? You realize that everything that you interact with in the modern world, it's all about ICT. So the government saw it wise. How is it that we can empower this young generation without them necessarily going to sit in offices where they feel that if I sit in an office, then that is when I am employed. Then a solution came up. That is how Ajira Digital Program was born, whereby we are supposed to give them an extra skill to work virtually so that they can have sustainable livelihood whenever they are, even at the comfort of their zone. So when I talk about Ajira Digital Program, it is an empowerment program that is meant to empower young people to work online. Online is the future. The future works online. If you see our banner there, it's written, the future works online. So what do we do to ensure that these young people get the necessary skills to work online? You know, people think working online, the first thing you think of is a scam. Scamming left, right, and center, which that is the first thing we really try to demystify whenever we engage young people for these virtual trainings and physical trainings like we have done with the institution. So we have modules, job categories. So these modules, these are online work opportunities that if you log into that portal, because that is the quickest way you'll get the information I'm really talking about. When you log into that portal, you will get job opportunities. These opportunities, we call them modules. So we have basic modules that everybody can do. Then we have advanced modules. These modules are just opportunities for young people to engage virtually with employers. Then, if you remember what Mr. Ndegwa talked about, Mr. Ndegwa of Old Mutual, he talked about even them, what they do. They talk about IT, artificial intelligence. That is where the future is. It doesn't matter which course you are undertaking. You can be tech savvy, whatever the course you are doing. So we are just trying to make sure that the students are tech savvy and all round. So this program can make your sustainable, your life become sustainable in the institution without necessarily bothering your parents or guardians for some little pocket money. So that is why we are here. We have engaged this institution for the longest time possible, and we are always available within and without. Then we have another thing that another speaker talked about here, that your CV. nowadays your CV is your social media profile. So ensure that what your social media profile says, that is the real you. Because we have partners that we work with as a program, which also ensure that jobs are available for our young people. We have the judiciary, that is just to mention, which provides some of the categories that you'll see on our portal there. So ensure that your social profile is strong enough for your virtual engagements and virtual job benefits. So for more information, you'll reach out to us on our portal, ajiradigital.go.ke, which is a government program, and then we'll also be having our tents in the afternoon session so that we can gauge as many students as possible. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. See you.
Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Sarkozy, please. Thank you very much. We are under the pressure of time, and I want to request our speakers to please stick to the 2 minutes that I had mentioned at the beginning so that we don't interfere with the other programs that are coming after this. Allow me to welcome Mr. Maxwell Mudavadi of the University Fund, and he will be quickly followed by our TSC rep, Mr. Jared Okinyi, who is the TSC Sub-County Director of Nyatika West. We also recognize the presence of all teachers, and we'd like to mention that the School of Education is one of the biggest schools that we have in this university. So we really take it as a great honor to have the TSC and the teaching fraternity coming in with us for this special day. So please feel that you belong. This is home.
A guest of honor, the VC, Professor Samuel Gudu, and all the protocols observed. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Maxwell Mudavadi. I've been sent here by my CEO, Mr. Geoffrey Munari from the Universities Fund. We've been sent here to discuss about the new funding model compared to the old funding model, whereby we'll be here for 2 days, that is today and tomorrow, to assist students in applications, those who've done applications and they have been classified into bands, and they feel that the bands that they have been classified into, they are not comfortable. They are given room to make appeals or to lodge appeals. So I'll be here to lead you into the procedures, the requirements for applications and appeals. And the portal we normally use during application is called HEF, Higher Education Finance. Then we'll also request you to have all the requirements before you make applications. You also encourage students to make applications on their own. You are not supposed to depend. Most of you depend on cyber cafe guys, of which we found out that most of them make mistakes during applications, and you leave all the information and the application process to the cyber guy who doesn't know the information you are supposed to feed into the system. So you are supposed to follow step by step so that you be classified into the right band by giving the right information. So I'll lead you today and tomorrow during the application process, appeals, and all the requirements you need. In case you have any question, feel free to ask. In case you made an application for both loans and scholarships, we work in collaboration with HELB, Higher Educations and Loans Board. So all the questions concerning the two bodies, I'll be able to answer and clarify each and every disturbing situation in your life. Thank you very much. We also, let me not leave out, the other body that we work together with is KUSIPS. When you do a transfer, you're supposed to notify KUSIPS before you get to us for financing. Thank you very much. I wish you well. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's appreciate Mr. Mudavadi. Thank you very much. And all these people who are speaking will be having special turns from which you will be able to engage with them at personal levels. And please take note of the turns that you may want to visit this afternoon and for the whole of tomorrow. Mr. Jared Okinyi, on behalf of TSC, who will then be followed by the director of COOPS, Dr. John Olowach.
Okay, thank you. To the chief guest, the vice chancellor, the distinguished guests, both locally and internationally, the guest speakers that have been invited. I want to thank the organizers for organizing this occasion. I want to start by saying that as a commission, Teachers Service Commission is the largest, if not the biggest employer in Kenya and even Africa and south of Sahara. I'm happy for coming here because we are meeting our client at the right level where they are supposed to join teaching when they have chosen to join teaching, not as a stopgap that they were unable to be somewhere, so they are just still there waiting for an opportunity to come. I want to say that Teacher Service Commission, after the promulgation of the Constitution 2010, was given a lot of autonomy and latitude, and it has used that one to undertake a lot of transformation, and that is why in 2018, the Commission developed career progression guideline for teachers. That guideline helped the practicing teachers to know how they grow from the point of entry up to the point they exit the Commission. It also helped the prospect employees who are willing to join the Commission to understand the qualification they are supposed to have and the entry point that qualification will place them. And that is very important for you at this particular moment, because once you have chosen a particular line, we had a problem when we were vetting some certificates of some of our would-be employees. Some were not having complete units to help them join the Commission. So it is important to know that apart from the common subjects which are standardized across all the universities in the Republic of Kenya, the specific subject that you have chosen to study, you must have not less than 8 units per each learning area. That is what will make you join the Commission comfortably. Restricting myself to the 2 minutes, I just wanted to say one thing, not purely on TSC, just about career. Career progression is not just merely climbing up the corporate ladder. It is a journey of growth, learning self-discovery. It is about more than just promotion or pay rises. It is about becoming the best version of yourself, personally and politically. So this is by the university exposing you to this kind of environment. It gives you a perfect opportunity. Some of us may be pursuing courses that were chosen by our parents or guidance, but there is still room now where you can know your real area of interest, and then you choose it so that you grow even when you are on a job, such that you will feel the fulfillment of your own individual dream. Thank you very much, Prof. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I will allow you to refer you to visit the TSC website. You will find that career progression guideline. It will help you to know how to get into the Teacher Service Commission easily without any problem.
Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Kinyi. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I now want to invite our director, Dr. John Olwoch, who is the director with the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Services. And I know that this is an institution that all our students have heard about. If you had not heard about Old Mutual or CASNEB, I'm sure you must have heard about COOPS. Dr. Olwoch.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, sir.
The story of Rongo University is long and unwinding. It started, the dream started in 2005. And that dream was ignited in 2007 when Moi University declared this a satellite campus. 2 years later, that dream was again reignited when the cabinet started talking about constituent college. And in 2011, the Rongo University College Order was signed by then President Mwai Kibaki. In 2012, that dream climbed a notch higher when one man was given 2 documents. One, an 8-page document called the Rongo University College Order, and 2, a 2-paragraph letter signed by then Minister for Higher Education, Professor Helen Sambili, appointing that person to come here and actualize the dream of what we today call Rongo University. And for those 19 years, one man's heart has been beating for this institution. So 19 years and a few months from now, the dream will be 20 years old. I applaud you, Professor Samuel Gudu, because of what you have done to this institution. From nothing and from nowhere to where we can today come and talk about graduates who occupy all sectors of all careers and all professions in this country, who are contributing to the national development of Kenya. I salute you, Professor, and when the history of this institution is written, it will judge you fairly. To our alumni, you are our pride because of what you are doing to the nation and what you are doing to yourselves. You have carried the banner and the flag of Moi University up and high, of Rongo University up and high, and you are an inspiration to the students who are still here, those who joined last week and those who are going away in the next 2 months. Continue to inspire them and continue to be good and great ambassadors of Rongo University. And indeed, Rongo University, starting from very, very far behind, is today among the top 10 largest universities in Kenya in terms of facilities and student population. And so we thank you for inviting us from the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. My CEO sends greetings, but she will be with us again tomorrow to meet the Senate and also to participate in the activities of tomorrow. So thank you so much. God bless you. God bless this great institution called Rongo University, its students, its staff, its management, and its alumni. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. A round of applause for Dr. Olwoch. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Director. Thank you. Thank you very much. allow me now, ladies and gentlemen, to invite our last speaker of this session, Mr. Frederick Kibet, who is from the Education Collaborative, and he's going to be the last person to speak in this session, and then we will move to the next level. Thank you. Karibu sana.
Thank you. To honor the 2 minutes, allow me to, in this tech-driven themed career fair, or to use some tech and share my few comments. So, the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, senior leaders, Chair of the Organizing Committee of the Career Fair, distinguished guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm honored to represent the Education Collaborative at this great occasion in the history of Rongo University. And it's always good to be back here in Rongo. I worked a couple of weeks in the year here at Rongo, and I've always enjoyed the greenery, serenity that this campus gives. It's a wonderful environment to apply yourselves to study and professional development. And the university is on a hilltop, and you must make a climb. In many ways, so is life's ambitions and aspirations, also up on a hill. A climb is necessary, and a journey must be taken. Here at Rongo University, that climb of aspiration is a climb to dreams, to careers, to values, and impact in the world. The next 2 days are an important step towards those noble goals. I just want to pass my congratulations to this great institution for planning and hosting this inaugural career fair. On behalf of the Education Collaborative, I salute the leadership, Prof. Gudu and his team for organizing this program, and also the faculty who have been involved throughout the process. Through a very competitive application process, Rongo University emerged as one of 5 institutions in Africa to be selected to actually receive support to organize a career fair. So congratulations once again. Since the selection process, just to give you a bit of context, there's been a series of preparatory sessions on how to plan and deliver a career fair, engage the relevant stakeholders, including industry, the media, and make the entire program relevant to the students. Congratulations again for going through the rigor and achieving this milestone. At the Education Collaborative, which is a network of higher education institutions in sub-Saharan Africa, our work is deeply centered around achieving better student outcomes around careers and employability, entrepreneurship, ethics and leadership, as well as supporting faculty to expand their expertise. Efficient and effective career service capabilities for institutions, therefore, is an integral part of our work. We have developed several programs to support institutions in Africa in this regard. Why the Education Collaborative invests in career fairs? So according to 2018 Ibrahim Index of Africa Governance, at least 50% of the continent, 27 countries, registered a deterioration in the education subcategory, meaning that education outcomes for half of the citizens of Africa have been worsening. Young Africans, especially in sub-Saharan Africa countries, have limited access to programs that prepare them for the school-to-work transition. Out of 16 million young people between the ages of 15 and 24, only 1.1% in sub-Saharan Africa participated in vocational education programs in 2017. So a key aspect of our work at the Education Collaborative is to support institutions in our network to prepare students for school-to-work transition. The career fair is one of the interventions we are championing to reach this goal. A survey that was conducted by a university in South Africa showed that career services found that 70% of students who attended career services fairs were able to secure internships or jobs within 6 months of graduation. Now, I've heard that there are new students who've just reported and they're reporting, continue to report. I hope your journey here, the length of your study, you'll get opportunities for many career fairs and many opportunities for internship, attachments, and later placements and employment. These statistics highlight the tangible benefits that career fairs can provide for graduate employability. We believe that career fairs offer valuable opportunities for students to explore industry, employers, and open them up to the real world of work. Also, career fairs help students to chart a path in entrepreneurship as they interact and connect with the industry. In a continent where entrepreneurship is increasingly seen as a solution to unemployment, these events provide access to resources, mentorship, and even funding opportunities that can help aspiring young entrepreneurs turn their ideas into reality. Around 10 to 12 million youth enter the workforce each year in Africa. Only 3.1 million jobs are created, leaving a vast number of youth unemployed. The Education Collaborative is proud to support the development, planning, and execution of career fairs because of our belief in the transformative power of education and the importance of preparing students to be industry ready and create sustainable jobs that solve society's problems. By supporting institutions connect students with employers and resources, we can increase graduate employability that we can drive economic growth and development in Africa. Thank you to all who have worked tirelessly to make this maiden career fair to happen. We look forward to the amazing opportunities presented to students at the end of this fair and the deepened relationship between the faculty and industry. We also look forward to continue working with Rongo University in the Education Collaborative. Thank you, God bless you, and all the best.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Mr. Kibe. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to the peak of this, and I want to bring before you the following announcements. We want to take give great appreciation to our media houses who are covering this special function led by the Citizen Nation Media Group. And we also appreciate the local media groups like Arise Radio and Radio Ramen and the Rongo University media team. We also appreciate our other partners like Safaricom who are also here, and we're also going to provide other services to our guests and students. After this session, we request that all the students will remain seated, and you will get a special service just from where you are. And our guests, after the anthems, we request that you will be guided to our Vice Chancellor's boardroom from which you will be hosted. I want to request now, I take the privilege to invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Gudu, now to take us to the next level as we approach completion of this session. Professor Gudu, please come and take over. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Please just stand up where you are, stretch, and then sit down exactly where you are. kindly, all of you, without any exception, just stretch. Left, right, up, touch the sky, touch it, down, your knees. Thank you so much. Please sit down. We have come to the peak of Rongo University Career Day, and mine is to introduce the representative of the PS State Department of Agriculture, who is the chief guest in today's activity. So, without ado, I want to leave the microphone now to the chief guest of today's function, Bwana Njogu.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bwana Vice Chancellor of the University of Rongo, the Deputy Vice Chancellors present, the faculty members, the potential employers of these students, the students' fraternity, all other guests who are here, good afternoon. My name is Paul Njogu. I'm the principal of the College of Bukura. I'm here on behalf of the PS, State Department of Agriculture. You may wonder why I am not any other person. Bukura is a state corporation under the State Department of Agriculture. And they thought that because the PS was so busy, Bukura is nearer Rongo than other institutions which are under the same ministry. And that's why I was sent here by the PS to make a speech on his behalf. Otherwise, I appreciate this particular institution and the way the environment is very conducive for learning. I had not had any other anthem for an institution. India kwanza kusikia. And really I appreciate that. That is very good of you. But you have an anthem for Rongo University. Allow me to make a speech for the guests of honor. Then I'll make a few comments on my own. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, future leaders of our society, it is my honor and privilege to stand before you today as the guest of honor at this year's Rongo University Career Fair 2024. I'm humbled to be part of an event that focuses on empowering careers in a tech-driven world, not just in Kenya, but globally. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, the role of technology in shaping our careers and industries cannot be overstated. The world we live in presents both opportunity and challenges for us all. It is essential that we equip ourselves with necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in this digital era. As we gather here today, I urge each and every one of you to seize the opportunity that are presented to you. The tech industry is booming, and there is high demand for skilled professionals in various fields such as artificial intelligence, data science, cybersecurity, and digital marketing, just to mention a few. Embrace these opportunities and strive to be the best in your chosen field. However, it is also important to remember that with great power comes great responsibilities. As you embark on your career paths, remember to always act ethically and responsibly and use your skills for the greater good. Technology has the power to transform lives and make a positive impact on society. Let us ensure that we use it for the betterment of all. I would like to commend Rongo University for organizing this career fair and providing a platform for students to explore career opportunities in the tech industry. Your dedication to empowering young minds and fostering innovation is truly commendable. I am confident that the future of Kenya and the world is bright with the talents we see gathered here today. In conclusion, I encourage you all to dream big, work smart, and never stop learning. The world is constantly evolving, and it's up to us to adapt and thrive in this tech-driven landscape. I have no doubt that each and every one of you has the potential to make a significant impact in the world. Believe in yourself and remember that your future is in your hands. Thank you. That is a speech from the PS, but allow me to make a few comments, just a few. That we have so many opportunities for young people in the world over, in the tech industries, as well as other different fields that we have. And I was giving an example to the VC and the Vice Chancellors in our institution at Bukura. Though it's a training institution, just specializing in agriculture, within just 1 year we have had opportunities for students to go to UK just for skilled workers, seasonal work program, about 750. So opportunities are there. But what I would desire to discuss is that even as you pursue your academic goals, ensure that you also get other skills which can either open ways for you. Apart from what the degree you want to take, also look for other opportunities to have other certificates which are skill-based, which can still open a way for you, even as you pursue whatever career you would desire to pursue in life. I want also to say that sometimes as young men and young people, we want to become very rich so fast, okay? But sometimes it's also good to start small, okay? Don't just wait, don't just expect that you will become like the Bill Gates or the founder of Apple just within a very short time. Sometimes you may have to start small, then grow. It may require even you, those graduating or who have already graduated or are about to graduate. Sometimes you have to volunteer your services to organizations which can end up seeing your potential and engage you in permanent terms. That when you want to get that regular employment with a high pay, you can start small, get just this or that little money just to sustain you. Then the moment they see your potential, then they can end up engaging you full time and even getting a better pay. That's what I would wish to say, because sometimes we are not really patient. We want to become those big people that we see all around within a very short time. But sometimes it takes you sometimes to reach that particular goal that you say to reach. Even the Bible says, do not despise the days of humble beginning. That's what the Bible says. Do not despise the days of humble beginning. What I also would to say is that it is necessary that as academic institutions, Rongo and even other academic institutions, including TVETs, we should ensure that our curriculum responds to the needs within the society, within the labor market, so that we need to continually review our curriculum to ensure that we are addressing the needs in the market, because there are needs in the market, and if our graduates are well skilled and well equipped to feed the market, they will be in very high demand as they continue on. The other issue that I wanted also to mention, just to mention, is the issue of the soft skills. It has been repeated here, and it's very key. I've seen it practically where I work, and even recently when we were able to have a program for the UK program. Issues of communication, very, very key. Issues of teamwork, very key. Courtesy, just courtesy. It's a soft skill But sometimes there's some employers who take it very, very seriously. Just 1 month ago, when I VC, I was called for an online meeting with one of our employer of our students in UK. And he had that forum broadcast live with the students, our students there. Then me in Bukura, and with another principal from another institution. And you know what they were complaining, the owner or the farm was complaining about? Just courtesy. When I interact with these students, they rarely say hi. They just pass me, they don't say hi. So there's some employers who are really keen on courtesy. Just saying hi, managing the time well, those skills that you may not be taught in classroom, those are soft skills. And even like now we have a course known as life skills. I want to believe it's also in the particular institution, which is also very key and very, very important to enable us to handle issues that comes our way. So this particular career fair, is really helping you, it will help you to be exposed to the world outside this particular environment, where you need to interact with the potential employers and get what you need to do. Those who are first years, what do you need to do by the time you're in that fourth year, so that you will be well equipped for the world outside the academics. Allow me to just finish up with a story. It's not a true story, but it has some meaning. I want to believe you may have heard about it, but let me just repeat it for the sake of those who may not have heard it. It's known as the frog and the tower. The frog and the tower. There once was a bunch of tiny frogs in Vura, who arranged a running competition. The goal was to reach the top of a very high tower. A big crowd had gathered around the tower to see the race and cheer on the contestants. The race began. Honestly, no one in the crowd really believed that the tiny frogs would reach the top of the tower. You heard statements such as, "Oh way, oh no way, that way is too difficult. They will never make it to the top. Not a chance that they will succeed. The tower is too high." The tiny frogs began collapsing one by one, except those who in a fresh tempo were climbing higher and higher. The crowd continued to yell, "It is too difficult. No one will make it." More tiny frogs got tired and gave up. But one continued higher and higher, and this one would not give up. At the end, everyone else had given up climbing the tower, except the tiny frog, who after a big effort was the only one who reached the top. Then all the other tiny frogs naturally wanted to know how this one frog managed to do it. A contestant asked the tiny frog how the one who succeeded had been able to reach the goal. It turned out that the winner was deaf. Okay? Winner alikuwa kiziwi. Hakuweza kusikiza kile kilikuwa kinaambiwa watu wengi. Vijana vingine. What I want to, this is just an analogy that sometimes we are distracted by negative voices that comes our way. You come here as students, a first year, you are focused on your goal, then other distractions come and hinder you from focusing your goal. You may be completing your studies and you are hearing out there is no job, then you lose the morale or even other thing, or looking for a job. But what I wish to encourage you is that you need to shun every distractor, every negative voice that can hinder you from achieving the goal that you had in your life. Naysayers will be there, but be deaf to their voice. and focus on what you desire in life. It will come to pass because God is with you all. I appreciate all, and I want now to declare this particular career fair officially opened. Thank you. Thank you, Bana Messi.
Oh, thank you very much, our guest of honor. Can we have a round of applause in appreciation? Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please take the following quick announcements as we move to closure. I want to request that all the students, after the closing prayer for this session, we will continue with the mentorship program. And we request that you remain seated just like you are now, and you will actually be served some refreshments immediately just from where you are seated. So please don't go away. But also notice that after lunch, that is at 2 p.m., you will be breaking to different places for the continuation of your mentorship. Those in the School of Education will remain here at this arena, and those from the School of Science, School of Agriculture, Engineering and Environmental Studies, that is SCIENCE, you will go to the tent in front of the Student Finance. There is a tent there, and that is where you're going to be attended to. From those from the School of Arts, Social Sciences, and Business, you'll go to the Multipurpose Hall down there. I hope that you already know where it is. And those from the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies, you will go to the tent in front of the Infocoms building, also popularly known as the Black Market. I don't know why it's called so, but you'll find out. Finally, allow me to recognize the presence of several teachers and heads of secondary schools that are here with us, led by Mr. Richard Ouma, who is the principal of Arundo, St. Augustine Arundo Secondary School. Mwalimu, you can just wave. Thank you very much. Together with Mr. Were and the students, wherever you are, please just stand and wave at us. The students from Arundo, together with Mr. Were, wherever you are seated, please, thank you. Please feel very welcome. Those are our long-time partners, together with the other secondary schools that are hosted around. We really appreciate your collaboration. The representatives of the institutions, you will be directed to the Vice Chancellor's boardroom. Immediately we have a closing prayer, and all the senators and the other guests, you will also be duly directed to the lower boardroom. So please take that keenly. All the representatives of the collaborating institutions who were representing the institutions, you will be directed to the Vice Chancellor's boardroom. You'll be hosted from there. And all the senators and other guests, you'll be led to the lower boardroom. All the students, you will remain here. And then we continue with the program. Thank you very much. I want to invite Mr. Nyangono, together with the university choir, to lead us in taking the anthems as we move to close. I also want to invite Dr. Tom Onyango, to please step forward to offer the closing prayer after the anthems. Let's all be upstanding. Mr. Nyangwano, please, together with your team, we do the anthems. Yes, thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The choir is just assembling to get ready to lead us in the anthems. Thank you very much.
Softly tearing, there's a gold mine of knowledge, Rongo, the only one, a one plus university.
Let's pray. We thank you, Lord, for taking us this far. As you want to break, we are appreciating what has taken place so far, despite the fact that there were some little bad things that may have happened on our address system. But we are glad that by faith we've reached this end. As we break off for energizing, we hope we'll come back and make it as we have planned, and everything goes on as per your plan. Through Jesus' name, I pray.
Amen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask the students to remain seated. Please don't move from the arena. And we also want to appreciate our guests who made it possible to share with us in this special session. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we hope that we will continue with the collaboration and partnership as we move to the next level of mentorship, and as you also expose our students to the programs, services, and goods that you will showcase them. We also thank all the teachers, all the heads of institutions, all principals and heads of secondary schools that are partnering with us, together with all the teachers who have been able to grace this occasion. Please feel appreciated. We want to thank all the students for the discipline and the calmness that you've been able to demonstrate all through this session. And we hope that you have benefited a great deal in the mentorship and the information that you have been exposed to this morning. The sessions will continue from now henceforth, and we want to invite all of you to remain attentive throughout the afternoon sessions and all the sessions that you will be attending tomorrow. This career fair, 2 days of activities, was prepared solely for your benefit, and we want to invite you to participate and to ensure that you get the most that you will be able to get from it. May God bless you as we continue with the programs now and forever. Okay. Hello, choir members, kuja hapa haraka tafadhali. Choir members.